Yo, what's up, guys? It's your bro King Well here to talk about boxing that we have going on this weekend. Today is June 14th, Friday. Tomorrow is June 15th, Saturday. Obviously, we have the Gervonta Tank Davis, Frank Martin fight going on tomorrow. We also have some UK fighting. Chris Billam Smith versus the dude that's dating Madonna, Riakporhe, right? We have David Benavides versus Gvozdyk, right? I'm bad with the names today. And yeah, we got a whole bunch of fights tomorrow, so we just want to give out some predictions or whatever. Um right? So for the Tank Davis versus Frank Martin fight, I have Tank Davis by knockout. Um, I just don't see if it goes to decision, Tank Davis failed. The fight has to go to a knockout. If it goes to the decision, then Tank Davis, people gonna be talking shit. Oh, Tank, you didn't knock him out. Tank, da da da. So Tank is going for the knockout. Tank don't leave it to the refs. He's going for the knockout. All right. Uh, but hopefully Ghost like puts in some work. It honestly, I'm thinking Tank gonna have him out of there in like six. Is bad. Like Frank going to sleep. Hopefully, right? Hopefully Tank is. I mean, hopefully Frank is going to sleep, and Frank's gonna get that 1 million in cash, which is probably gonna be like 900,000 after tax. No, they said Frank was gonna get like 1.2. So after tax and his coach, hopefully Frank's gonna get a cool 1 million, right? Good for him. All right, so we have the David Benavides, Alexander Glasnick, whatever. Um, Alexander, he fought Better Beef, and he's been a champion before, and he's Ukrainian, right? You know, Bob Arum says never bet against a Ukrainian. If it's a Ukrainian and a Russian, bet on the Ukrainian, right? So, uh, David Benavides versus Alexander. Listen, David Benavides, he's been training in Miami. He's been training at that boxer gym in Miami. I don't know how focused David Benavides is. I don't know if he's been getting a good workout in, you know. If he goes in there and gets the knockout, okay. But hopefully he should go in there and get the knockout. If David Benavides doesn't knock out this Ukrainian guy, it's because he's in Miami, not really working out. Even though the last 2 months, David Benavides, he's been in that gym in Miami going off, as it looks like from social media. But a lot of people, like reading boxing articles, they said there's an insane amount of money on the Ukrainian against David Benavides, right? They said David Benavides, he's been drinking, he's been doing coke in Miami. Miami is not the place to be focused, right? You got to be focused, like somewhere that's not Miami. Hey. If David Benavides knocks him out, David Benavides knocks him out. But that's yeah. The parlay for tomorrow night is Tank knockout, David Benavides knockout. That's the parlay. Um, I'm not putting any money down. I'm just gonna enjoy the fights, right? So, David knockout, Tank knockout. That's the parlay, right? And we have Chris Billam Smith versus my dog crying. We have Chris Billam Smith versus Riakporhe. Um, Riakporhe, he won the first fight. Chris Billam Smith, he's now the champion. This is their second fight. When I looked at the box rec, I saw that CBS, right? CBS, that's the white dude versus the black dude, Riakporhe. Madonna's baby father, right? So CBS has this match, right? I'm putting my money on CBS, Chris Billam Smith, right? Chris Billam Smith, he's fought more. He's been more active the past couple years, and you're dating Madonna, Riakporhe, you're dating Madonna. I ain't betting on no, I ain't betting on nobody that's dating Madonna. I ain't that's a red flag to me. And honestly, Tank Davis, he's been giving me red flags. That's why I'm not putting in no money on the fights tomorrow. Cause Tank Davis, he just like first of all, they were gonna give him the Juneteenth belt, right? So WBC, Mauricio Suleiman, his father, Jose Suleiman, who passed away, right? You gotta realize Mauricio Suleiman, his father, Jose Suleiman, and Don King, they were best friends, right? Don King, still 92 years old, still alive. He was best friends with the president of the WBC, Jose Suleiman, father of Mauricio Suleiman, right? So when you look at photos of Mauricio and Don King, right, you'll see they're buddy buddy, not like they're close like this, right? So I'm sure Mauricio Suleiman was like, hey, let's honor black fighters. Black fighters being Evander Holyfield, Javante Tank Davis, George Foreman, Leon Spinks, Mike Tyson. Let's honor black fighters on Juneteenth, right? Let's honor black fighters. Let's honor black heritage. And Tank Davis is like, a fucking idiot. Like I want Tank Davis to lose because he's fucking dumb. Andre Berto, who's Haitian, right? Andre Berto's like, are they gonna have to pay sanctioning fees? Like Andre Berto, nobody gives a fuck. Like this is about black culture, black heritage. And I'm Haitian. I'm Haitian, born in the United States, but I'm like, yo, the Juneteenth freedom belt. That's like there's nothing wrong with having a black heritage belt, but a lot of boxing people, right? A lot of boxing pages, like they're dumb. Like they're like, oh, this is a fake belt. It's a belt honoring black heritage. But anywho's, Javante Tank Davis is like, oh, I ain't paying no sanctioning fees. I'm like, yo, Tank, I hope you lose. I hope you lose. And then they gave Mauricio Suleiman gave the Freedom Belt to Gary Antoine Russell, right? To Gary Russell Jr. To Gary Antoine Russell. They gave it to right Gary Russell Jr. And then Gary Russell Jr. Right, he received the Freedom Belt, and Gary Russell Jr. was like, well, I want to thank the WBC. I want to thank the lineage of black fighters before me. I want to thank, right? Frank Martin, if Tank didn't say that he didn't want that belt and Frank won, Frank would have been like, man, I'm thankful for this Juneteenth belt. I'm thankful for the black men and women that paved the way, right? Right? Because you have so many black fighters. You have so many black fighters, black African American fighters, right? Who paved the way for boxing. Muhammad Ali, Sonny Liston. I could literally go on forever and name iconic black fighters. Jack Johnson, right? I could name hundreds of black fighters that have shaped boxing as we know it today in 2024. And you got Tank Davis. I ain't paying no sanctioning fees. What's the point of you being worth 100 million or something? If like you know what I'm saying? Andre Berto's a bum, but Tank Davis is a fucking idiot. I hope Tank Davis lose. I hope he lose. I hope he's probably gonna win, but I hope Tank Davis lose. And then you got Errol Spence. You got Errol Spence who I guess he just talks slow now. And I ain't gonna lie, Frank Martin, I don't think Frank Martin is probably gonna get knocked out, man. But at least he's gonna get his 1.2. Frank Martin, for all of this, he should have fought Shakur. Because with Shakur, he wasn't. At least he wasn't gonna get knocked out. Shakur, it would have went to a decision, right? But Tank, he like extra 200,000 to get knocked out or to go to decision. I don't know. Mhm. At least with this fight, everybody's like watching it, but everybody's gonna watch this fight, but Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia definitely had better promotion, right? Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia was way better than Gervonta Davis versus Frank Martin. Even with David Benavides fighting, Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia was way better, way better promotion, way more exciting, way more people talking about it, right? Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia, it was like from January to 420. It was 4 months of boxing madness, right? Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia, that was fight of 2024 so far. That was the fight of 2024. This Tank Frank Davis fight. Listen, if Tank Davis wins by decision, man, it's gonna be a lot of motherfuckers talking shit. Frank Martin, he don't got nothing to lose. Frank Martin don't got nothing to lose. Frank Martin, he don't got shit to lose. Tank Davis has shit to lose. Because if Tank Davis don't knock him out, then what? Right? Well, what are people gonna say about Tank Davis? Who is he gonna fight next? He ain't gonna fight Shakur next. Who you gonna fight next? Oh yeah, Devin Haney fighting Campbell Hatton, right? Shout out Devin Haney. Shout out Devin Haney for listen, the Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney, I had money on Ryan Garcia and like 3 days before I took the money off, right? And I was like, you effing idiot, right? The Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney fight, that was the fight of the year. The build up to this Tank fight is ass. That's why Tank said it, yo. This build up is ass. Don't nobody know I'm fighting. They'll like, I don't know, guys. I don't know. So just to finish off the predictions, Tank is gonna win. David Benavides is gonna win. If I had to put a parlay, it'd be Tank knockout, Benavides knockout, right? Probably Gary Antoine Russell's probably gonna win because he got that freedom belt, and now he's gonna come out and fight. Unlike Tank, who didn't want the freedom belt, right? That's why I hope Tank lose, or I hope it go to decision, right? And we got the CBS and Madonna's baby father, and CBS is gonna take that, and CBS is the underdog. So that's the video, guys. Uh, Subscribe. Who cares? Talk to you soon. Boring weekend of boxing. Tank, PBC needs to do better because I'm actually like I can't. I look on YouTube and I can't even find shit to watch. Nobody's talking about this Tank fight. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about this Tank fight. Nobody cares. And it's because Tank isn't fighting somebody who might actually win. Tank is fighting Frank Martin, who was a cherry pick for Shakur Stevenson, right? This Tank fight makes me really look at Shakur Stevenson as like, Shakur Stevenson might be the only one that's like, that could, Shakur Stevenson and Tank, like, Tank was gonna fight Frank first. I mean, Shakur was gonna fight Frank first, and now Tank is fighting Frank. I don't know, man. I don't know. Oh, and we have July 6th. We have the Shakur Stevenson versus Artem, right? That fight's nobody's like that fight ass too. Right? Nobody's excited. Like, there's no exciting fights coming up. Tank fight, that's supposed to be exciting, but Tank is fighting somebody who we know he's gonna beat. So we're not excited. We're not excited about David Benavides versus the Ukrainian, unless the Ukrainian comes out there and does Ukraine. Shows David Benavides cocaine taking Miami living ass. Hey, bitch, I've been in Ukraine, I've been through war, right? I don't want Tank to win and I don't want David to win. I don't care. I don't want them to win. Because they're not fighting excited. David's pushing himself, right? So I want David's pushing himself. But Tank, if Tank don't get the knockout, then we're just wasting our time here. We're just wasting our time. But that's the video, guys. We'll talk to you soon.